Hey, oh my Planicos friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome to a 4-part builder contest series here on the channel. We're gonna be running back to back 4 days in a row. Many incredible creations spanning these episodes. The contest was designed for Project PlanCo, and the builders were tasked to create the most incredible centerpiece / shops for our iconic, new and improved mascots to the PlanCo universe. The winner of the contest, voted on by you, the community, will be immortalized, and their creation will go into the centerpiece area for that themed area within the park. So we're going to have 4 different contests to go over. First being Italy, then Japan, France, and finally China. We're also going to be giving out a ton of games to all of the winners, plus all of the top 5 or 3. I don't know, one for every bracket. We're giving away like 30 something games. It's going to be absolutely crazy. All that will be taken care of on Discord by Zayfor. So thank you so much to Zayfor for taking care of that. But yes, tons of video games being handed out, and the ultimate prestige prize in that being your creation will go into the final version of the park. So that's everything you guys need to know. Let's get right on into the episode. All right, welcome back everybody. We are at part 2 of the contest. We're jumping over to Mr. Unagi, the Japanese World's Fair character, and I am joined again with the wonderful Missy herself, Chant.
Hey everybody.
Oh my god. Okay, no more spoilers. I think this is going to be an amazing cast of creations just looking at it like this. Holy good googly moogly. Let's also give a shout out to the Mona Lisa Kills. She set up this map for us, and in the park the actual creations sit on a piece of land, an island, with a moat. So she also went through the effort of doing that, you know, and it's not perfect, but it resembles what it would look like all on its own in this little tiny island. Very cool. We can kind of get a little bit of a look of how it would look in the park. And as mentioned in previous videos, the winner gets immortalized in the park. We have a total of what, 9 creations?
It looks like
9 creations. So we're going to kick things off with Rocket Riot, who is also making one of our coasters, I believe. Renee Fu, if I remember correctly.
Ooh.
Lots of involvement there. So we named him Mr. Unagi. People hated the name. Unagi's like an eel, but there is unagi sushi. And I was thinking of Mr. What's his name? Miyagi?
Miyagi-san. Yeah, right?
Unagi's very close to Mr. Miyagi. So I don't. There's something fun about it. And then we also have Miss Chow. So, I mean, they're ridiculous names, but it seems like I said to you guys you could change the name if you really want to. People are sticking with it, so it's Mr. Unagi now. And
I love it.
we got the sushi shack. So, do they have anything to say for us on the workshop?
Rocket Riot says, "This is my submission for the Project PlanCo shop and Centerpiece contest. Hey, a sushi shop and vending machine are both used. Blueprint count equaling to roughly 2.4K. Not bad. Pathing guidance is given."
Cool.
It's shocking that it's not like a 4K. It looks like so many pieces.
Just an FYI, and I didn't really mention this in the last video. We had the Geppetto from World's Fair, which is the Gelateria, where Heya Sushi actually has a bit of a character created by Frontier, right? He's like a little ninja rice ball. Mm-hmm. Right? And the other gelato didn't have a character at all. So the idea of Project PlanCo was not only is the World's Fair kind of tucked off to the side, like they're like, here's a little sushi shop, here's some build pieces, have fun. They didn't really add a whole lot to the game beyond that. And that's where we're coming in with Project PlanCo and taking things to the next level. And this is where chance drawing comes in. It's the sushi ball, but there's like a person in it. Like it's like an actual real life mascot, but with like a silly PlanCo character. But you still have like the eyes and the mouth there. It's for the arms coming out. It's a little ridiculous. Are these supposed to be eyes?
Yeah, those were the eyes. I decided that it was a perfect spot for the arms to come out.
Okay, yeah, so, you know, we actually have like an actual mascot, I guess. It's ridiculous. I like it. So you were bringing a little bit of life to Heya Sushi, and the contest here, we talked about like the elements is incorporating that character is important. Mr. Unagi, the sushi, Heya Sushi itself, but then Japan. And whoever does those 3 elements the best in their creation should potentially be the fan favorite to being immortalized into the park. This is a fish face. Do you see it?
I do.
Okay.
I didn't see it till you said anything, though. Well, it's funny.
Derpy fish face. Yeah, so whoever does those elements the best should, in theory, be the fan favorite. Now, yeah, so we want a PlanCo fight. Oh my god, the tables are made out of sushi. That is incredible.
We eat the table.
And that's what I personally, like my personal favorites, and everyone's going to be different. Some people might vote for something that's just super intricate or super ornate, super hyper detailed, super realistic. Everyone gets to vote on what they like the most, but I still think people who are voting should consider those elements that I just spoke about. And my personal favorite is going to be the ones that are kind of PlanCo-fied and silly. I like that kind of stuff personally, like the sushi tables and stuff. So yeah, I mean, this is a very big. Why is there a chandelier all the way up? I feel bad for the guy who's got to change the light bulbs on this thing.
Johnny, you're hired. Please change the light bulbs.
I don't even think there's a ladder tall enough for that. My God. Wow. That's ridiculous. No, yeah, the Japanese style is very interesting. I've never actually picked up a single Japanese build piece in Planet Coaster. I don't even know where to begin. And I've said this in the Japanese or the Asian area of our park. I've actually been very, very surprised at how different everybody's creations have turned out, considering, the build set for this game is quite limited. And you can see that here. We got like this pink and white underlay, like they use like wood or something added in there and layered things differently. And this to me looks a lot different than all of the other Asian style buildings in the park currently. And I think that's what you need to make it stand out from the rest in terms of a centerpiece. And for me, it has like the color pops, the vibrance, the fun factor that I'd be looking for. Love a fake river coming through here. Cherry blossom trees.
Boat.
Sushi boat?
Yeah, the guy on the sushi.
I didn't see that. Wow, that's great. Sorry, I've been talking this whole time, Chan. I'm getting it out of my system. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything I want to say about this. I think it's a good build. Do you have anything to add in there, Chant?
Well, I think this is a beautiful build. I want to commend you for the colors that you chose. You chose to go with the cherry blossom pink throughout the whole thing, and whereas the obvious color I think would probably be blue, as that's part of the Heya Sushi theming. But I really enjoy the pink, the soft pink, and with such distinct architecture, your color choices really make it stand out in a different way.
Absolutely.
I'm also really glad that you brought the water into your build and drew it in and embraced it.
The pink also feels very fitting. I mean, like a salmon color, right? I think that's why they went with the... Well, what is it called when you have the salmon on its own, the fish over top of the rice?
I forgot.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Though they just lay like a piece of salmon over, and it usually looks like this. I think that's the design choice here in the sushi ball. The salmon's literally laid over top the sushi ball, but it's a bandana instead. So generally, you normally have like this pinkish salmon color, and to see that incorporated into the design kind of makes sense to me. So I like it.
Yep.
Very cool.
Beautiful.
All right, amazing job, Rocket Riot. Next up, AbiReifinger. Holy good googly moogly.
Ooh, so pretty. All right, hello and welcome to Mr. Ngani's Sushi House.
This is what I'm talking about.
There it is. You can enjoy the freshest of fresh sushi. You can also decide to eat inside the sushi house, or you can eat on the outside of the sushi house and enjoy the relaxing views of the city around you. All of our tables and chairs are made out of replicas of sushi. Don't eat them, Johnny. Mr. Ngani was the uncle of Krimi. Krimi now owns and runs this place.
Ngani.
Krimi likes to stash some of the sushi for himself because he is obsessed with the sushi. It is all he eats.
Can we change his name from Unagi to Ungani?
Ungani.
You called him Ungani.
Did I?
Yeah. Ungani. I like Ungani more.
I'm so embarrassed.
Mr. Ungani.
Sorry.
Look, this is cool. I like the patterns in the floor. What is this supposed to represent? Like fish scales or something? What is this?
Lily pads, fish scales.
Yeah,
Abi.
it's neat.
Put it in your description.
Yeah, I like the sushi table. Let's go.
I love the sushi table.
They're just biting off of it. Nom.
That's unfortunately the replicas, so it's probably not real sushi, according to Abby.
Oh, blue and pink. It's the Cosmic Cow area.
I'm all for it. Cream's sushi shed. Oh no.
I gotta say, while this is funny, I think it's really distracting from your build. Like the blue, it's like almost like a purple, and I don't know. To me, it doesn't look good having the sushi set there. I would happily do without that there, personally.
Oh,
There's
but there's
sushi
sushi
inside. What?
That's hilarious.
Oh, it's a shout out to Shedmire. Sheds are everywhere. I get it. You guys are having fun with it. Most of the sheds that we've seen, they've been like tiny micro sheds hidden in tiny little areas. That's pretty much in your face. That's what I don't like about it. I like Shedmire. I'm embracing it. Chance embraced it. She's made a shed.
I made a shed.
I'm supposed to make a shed. Yeah, so I'm a fan, but I definitely don't think you should let it detract from your build at all. There should be a hidden shed back here. But I
love
think
the
everything
colors
else is
inside.
looking good. Yeah.
Sushi on the building to make the building. Oh, I love that incorporation.
And it's very similar to what we had over there, but like just a little bit heavier on the salmon. But
I agree.
done in the inverse way. Instead of the accents, it's the prominent, the primary feature.
The colors you chose for the building make it look like a really light building. It's not a heavy building in any way. It's really gorgeous.
It just makes me feel like a fish has been filleted.
I just killed the building.
Just a gigantic sea serpent just filleted in the sky. Sorry, I'm a little dark today. All right, amazing stuff. Abby, let's wave Mr. Ungani goodbye.
Unagi.
And check out the next Unagi.
Oh.
Whoa, what do we got here? Roller, what is his name?
Rolled.
Rolled real tight.
Real tight.
Got it. Sorry, dyslexic. I my brain went roller dread tight or something. Just blah. All right. We have what is this, a boathouse?
I don't know. Swing around. Let's see it all.
Well, why don't you read us a little story?
Okay, all right. Lush gardens and fascinating cultural artifacts enhance the best. Damn. Why did you say that?
It's okay, you cut out. So nothing happened.
Okay, lush gardens and fascinating cultural artifacts enhance the best damn sushi restaurant in all of Planet Coaster.
Did
Shout
you
out
just
to Johnny.
semi-swear?
I did. He wrote it and I said it.
Yes!
I hate this.
Victory!
Shout out to Johnny.
Wait, so if I just write swear words and get you to read them?
You know what? This is for rolled real tight. I did it for him. FYI,
he's
rolled,
the winner.
I don't usually swear.
No, not usually. Never in your life.
Basically, I'm not a swearer.
All right, continue on.
Okay, shout out to Johnny again for the third time, Johnny.
Wow,
And
I
all
get
the
3
Total
shout-outs?
5 team. Yeah, apparently. The chance to be part of the incredible project you are working
chance.
on is very much.
That was a shout out to you. Sorry.
Yes, it was. It was clearly a shout out to me. The chance, to be a part of the incredible project you are working on is very much appreciated. May the best builder win. Well said. Minus the cuss word.
All right. Okay, so I was just kind of doing not a close look, but this does feel like a boathouse to me, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
It feels like it should
get
be
the
going
vibe.
put. Is that the intention, or am I crazy?
No, that's clearly the intention.
It's a fat, derpy boathouse.
And I like it.
I like it
That's what they were
too.
going for.
And it takes you away from the traditional Japanese build style that is in Planet Coaster. But on the other hand, the idea of this contest is to also is that a shed?
No, that's the way to incorporate a shed.
Yeah, no,
I like that one.
I like that one. I had to ask if it's a shed.
I believe it's a shed. It looks like a shed.
It's like a sauna shed. And I think it's fitting to what you did here.
Sushi in there?
Oh, Floss.
Ooh.
And Chan.
It's our
Hi.
secret shed. Hi.
Missy kids. You guys are making tea in here. Very cool.
Oh, yeah. It's our party house.
I like that. Although, I wonder if there's a different door you could use or a window where you could peer in. That is one of the ones, I always do this thing, I'm like, nothing inside. And I actually was surprised for once. That's cool.
Oh, what is this garden thing?
What is this?
What is that?
It's like a ball that's been split in half. What is this?
It's,
Oh, it's like a
cooking
fire
pot.
pit. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. We both had said different things, but they both make sense.
Yes. So wait, go. You just like walked around it. Go backwards. That right there. What is this?
I don't know. What
And there's numbers too.
Nothing to see here, people. I think this is a pathing guide or something. Can I delete these?
No. Okay. All right.
This is also a 2221. I think these are pathing guides for whatever reason. I think. Yeah.
Oh, a little waterfall. Did we miss this? I missed everything when I was reading. Okay.
What are these? Are these dead fish?
They're koi. They're koi fish made out of scorpion arms.
Oh, I thought they were like TMTK or something.
Yeah, the scorpion ones are the only ones that are recolorable. The spider ones are not.
Okay, it's kind of clever.
Yeah, I like it. I like.
But they're just kind of flopping in the I thought like they're dead fish.
The water's not deep enough. The water looks too shallow.
They're just stuck.
I like the fish.
But this gives me like modern PlanCo vibes, which is kind of an interesting take, doing something a little bit different with these World's Fair pieces. Okay, this is kind of inviting, fun. This is fun. I like what the heck is this? Is that a thing in Planet Coaster, or did you make that? I don't even know. I have to actually question these things now. I could delete. Oh, is it just okay? ZZ plant in small pot. That's got to be TMTK.
Is that right? TMTK?
You're fired. Moving on to the next creation.
Yep, next.
I thought it was gonna be made out of a bunch of little pieces because yeah, that's probably TMTK as well.
No, that's not. That one's in the game.
Well, really? Would you look at that? You see something new every day in this game.
Been there for a while, Johnny.
That's fine.
Look up.
Nobody's ever used it. Okay. What the heck is happening here? What am I
Well,
looking?
I don't know about there. I was looking at the glass ceiling.
You told me to look up. That's what I literally did. Oh, this is cute. I like this is the details I like to see. This is cool.
Oh. Tatami music by Rolled Tight.
I think there was supposed to be music. We didn't download any custom music or anything, FYI, and I didn't ask to do that. I wasn't going to do that if you did that.
Ooh. Oh, I love this.
Yeah. Okay, so they did make their own custom music, I think, but we just didn't download it. Is there a music on the workshop? Just check for me.
I don't see any links. Nope.
Okay. Huh.
This is really accurate for some Japanese restaurants to have little private rooms like that and sliding doors.
I've been to them. Yeah, it's cool. Is this a shed?
Yes.
Am I just seeing sheds now? Oh my god. Ooh, very nice. There's a lot of little...
also big in Japanese culture.
Oh, it's our meeting room. And yeah, it's like a captain's quarters. It's definitely a boathouse. The pilot house. Yeah. Yep. Very cool. Very fun. Very colorful too. Lots of red and green there. Love it. Okay, really good job. Or do you want to say anything, Chant? You can just give me a nope or yep. Did I lose you? We lost Chant. All right, welcome back, everybody. We lost Chant, so this is future Johnny and Chant. We are recording the next day. Her internet went out, and she is back. We are back, and we are on to the next creation with Hollywood. Another familiar name here. All right, so do they have anything for us to say, Chant? Do you have the
I would love to tell you that, but I don't have it open.
She's not prepared.
I am not prepared.
It is the next day, everybody. We forgot to get the form open. Mr. Unagi Sushi.
Who made this one?
Hollywood.
Hollywood. Yeah.
I love this little dinner plate, by the way.
Little?
It's...
Don't take Johnny to a buffet. Just don't.
Oh, shit. All right. Go for it.
All right. Let's see here. Welcome to Mr. Unagi's Sushi Shop.
Ungani.
Did I say it right?
You're saying it wrong.
Unagi.
Okay, go.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, welcome to the sushi shop where you can enjoy the fine sushi in a traditional Japanese environment. Indulge in your spicy tuna roll and salmon, oh, I can't say this word, salmon something, while listening to quaint audio of Japanese themed PlanCo music. If that isn't already tempting enough, take in the stunning views of the Zen Garden and Koi Pond while listening to more of, you guessed it, that amazing Japanese themed PlanCo music. So come on by, enjoy garden views and living fish while you eat rice and dead fish.
Why don't I hear the music they're talking about?
I don't know, but we're enjoying the living fish and the dead fish.
Mm-hmm.
My personal favorite food, he says.
All right, so we got... I like these little bamboo placemats here. Is this what it's supposed to be? I think
that's a little Zen garden. I would say it's like sand. You know how they rake the sand?
Oh, rake sand.
Patterns.
That's...
Mm-hmm.
That's correct. Yep.
It's really pretty. I don't know what they use for that. With the little fishies, the living ones
that don't move. Are you sure they're living?
Pretty sure. Pretty sure that's not the sushi.
A lot of people have decided to go with this salmon color because of the logo, and I definitely can see it working here. I like it.
I'm not mad about it.
No, it's definitely a take from the traditional heavy reds. I like the bonsai trees in here. Yeah, normally you get the heavy reds in the Japanese styles, Chinese styles. Yep. Ooh, nice little font there. Custom.
Yeah, he did really well on that. He really embraced the blue, which I also like here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Absolutely. And there's a sushi ball placemat. That's amazing.
Johnny's hungry. He wants a plate of sushi now.
Oh, this is really clean. I like how you got the koi pond and the raked grass and then the dinner plate, the unagi there. Everything about this is very representative of the character himself, using the colors. Talking about those three elements again, taking the character, the actual build set that you get with the World's Fair, and then the our re-envisioned Mr. Unagi here. I think it brings it all together. We see the sushi, we see the colors, it has it all. It's a really, really clean build.
Yep, I agree 100%.
I'm not hearing the music though, but that's okay. We can add it in later. I think I was saying I wanted to try to get rid of most of the music in the park, but for the centerpieces, because they're so centralized, these are the one things that should have speakers because they would emanate out and probably end right outside of their areas, right? So yeah, I think all of these centerpieces, I'll probably add the World's Fair music in because it's such an integral part of the World's Fair DLC. So I want to represent the Planet Coaster World's Fair music in each one of these. So whoever does win, I'm probably going to put a speaker probably right around where the shop is and play that World's Fair music. Oh, this is perfect. Do you have anything you want to add there, Chant?
No, I'm loving these so far, but what I do find interesting is we have yet to see the Japanese flag, whereas we just did Italy and we saw the flag multiple times in multiple variations.
That's a good point. Yeah, it is World's Fair Japan, so...
that's not a negative necessarily because I still see Japan, right?
Yep.
You don't need the flag necessarily.
That is true.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, there could be interesting ways to use the flag, like in designs or patterns, or like what you did with the rug here or something. So maybe we'll see that going forward. But so far, I think this is the one to beat for me. I like it hits all those elements, like I said. For me personally, this is my personal favorite so far. So good job, Hollywood. Boom. All right, next up is PotatoGenius. Fire away.
Welcome to Mr. Oh my gosh, I hate you, Johnny. Mr. Unagi. What is it?
It's you. I'm trolling.
Oh my gosh, you're killing me.
Unagi.
Welcome to Mr. Unagi Sushi Shop / restaurant. Official name of Mr. Unagi's Sushi, Teppanyaki, Sauna, and Zen.
It's
it is
Miyagi.
a mix of...
I don't know.
I'm going to need therapy after this, I swear.
So will all the viewers.
It is a mix of Japanese-style sushi restaurant with teppanyaki, a zen garden, and also a sauna. Don't forget the eye-catching pagoda on top of the restaurant, which you can see from the whole park. This is my first ever submission to Channel 5 contest, and I have worked extremely hard on it.
I recognize PotatoGenius. Oh, he must have done a plot or something. Maybe.
Let's see. He worked extremely hard. He's extremely proud as I actually managed to finish something. Oh, I know that feeling. I'm not expecting a win, but I had so much fun making it. Throughout the build, you can see parts where I progressed as I moved on. I hope you love this as much as I did making it.
I thought you were done when you said I didn't.
That's fine.
He just kept going and kept going. But I think, while you don't expect to win, you're already a winner by just submitting.
I agree.
All a bunch of winners.
He does say there's a few Easter eggs and see if we can spot them.
I gotta say right away, this feels like it's the front, but this is also the front, and I feel like it's a little bit confusing to me. I feel maybe Mr. Unagi should have been more this way and over. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I think
having two on the side is a little weird to me. But I think the composition of the build is nice, but the placement of the character is not, and that's why I bring it up.
Oh, that makes sense.
Johnny's Zen area. I can't
with a pink penguin.
I can't have Zen. I can't have Zen and relaxation with this freak next to me. I like how you made a keyboard and mouse and a Planet Coaster screen. That's adorable.
I love that. Somebody send Johnny a pink penguin.
We do need to make pink penguin plushies.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how hard that would be. Is there like a custom sushi? Or sushi? I didn't get enough sleep apparently. Custom plushie.
Oh, there's a bunch of companies out there that do that.
Oh, these are great.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, so cute.
Well done.
Little chopsticks on the table.
These are actually amazing.
I agree.
Oh.
Wow.
That's really well done.
What?
What?
Oh, stairs.
Hello. How you doing up there?
Oh,
This doesn't seem right to me. Everything's borked. And
interesting.
then if I were to like, if this was to win, there'd be a giant staircase here.
yeah. Okay, not too giant, maybe.
It's weird though.
I mean, a little.
Because
Certainly caught me by surprise.
Because how are you gonna get out the door now?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think it works.
Is this some sort of mistake or
Mistakes were made.
mistakes were made? We've got a floating restaurant. Oh my gosh, look up. There's a sign
A what?
above the stairs.
Oh. He's just like a robber, like dropping in through the glass window. Ah!
Hi guys.
It's so
How's it
creepy.
going? What are you ordering? But I love these little sushis everywhere.
Oh, these ones are great.
Such great details.
Yeah, and there's sushi seats as well. This is amazing.
But they're like perfectly sized sushi seats.
Yeah, they're really incredible. Made those with the candy canes. That's cool. These seats are kind of awesome too. They're like bandanas. They're like, you know what I mean? It's
What
it's
I
like
love so
it's the top of the sushi ball mascot, basically.
Yeah, like he made these seats. I haven't seen anybody else do anything like this. So these are absolutely 100% him.
Although I would have gone with the peachy color.
Really? I like the seaweed color.
Oh yeah, that works, I guess. Yeah, really cool.
Did I just say no to pink? What
You
is
did.
wrong with me? Oh my gosh. These are the details I love.
It's amazing. No, you did a really good job with all the details. I think you nailed everything, even having little bathrooms, but I guess my biggest gripes is why didn't you just drop the shop down? And like there's no reason it needs to be up there. It could just be right here. Like I don't understand why it's up in the air like that. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And then it really makes the pathing hard. And then oh, there's a sauna. That's cool. And then last but not least is I just don't feel like I feel like he was just kind of added in here. I don't think you need this one, and I feel like I don't think this is the front. It doesn't feel like the front. This feels like the front to me. I probably would have just put him here. I know he feels tacked on here, but he also feels tacked on over there. And then if you had like a new unagi sign like we saw from the last creation there, I think that would actually, for me, bring it all together a little bit more. And I don't really have any flaws and gripes about it anymore, to the point where, yeah, it feels more of a contender now. With them over here, it's something that feels out of place and wrong. And now all it needs is a sign up here. And I think then you got like a really, really strong submission here.
I was going to say, this is a solid submission, and you should be really proud of this build.
I absolutely agree. I think all the details, the animatronics and all of that is really going above and beyond. The glass at the top here, it's cool. Really nice stuff. All right, you are, in fact, a genius, Mr. Potato. Good job. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Who do we have?
Okay, wow. Amnesis?
Amnesis, okay.
Whoa.
Welcome to the island of culture, evolution, and technology. Welcome to Japan. In this thematic area, created for the plot dedicated to Japan in the PlanCo project, different Japanese cultural zones are combined. From the smallest houses in Japanese towns to the tallest skyscrapers in the most emblematic cities, passing through cultural areas that take us back in time with pagodas and temples, areas of current high commercial and technological exploitation. I'm sorry, I am struggling today.
It's okay.
Okay. The most current sushi restaurants in flat at the hands of the great Mr. Unagi, and of course, the cargo and fishing docks of the city. This is a handful. If we visit it, we can see the cultural and technological evolution that this culture has had, and we can see in each building the different era to which it belongs.
You're much more generous than I am with reading. I would have just like skipped half of that and been like, yeah, yada yada, yeah. Okay. Oh, sometimes I cut things a little short. Oh my God, though. I was panning around this, hoping for you to hurry up through that so you could take a look at this before I go closer. And they just had so much to say. This is the one where you don't really need to say anything because it speaks for itself. Holy good googly moogly. I could see all the areas of Japan here. Is this like a little fish boat? Does it not look like one of those red belly fat fish things? You know what I'm thinking of?
No, but keep going. It's entertaining.
Like a puffer fish.
Aw, cute little puffer fish.
Like a fat little puffer fish, yeah.
It still looks like a boat to me.
It looks like a puffer fish.
It looks like a boat.
It's a fish.
It's a boat.
It's a fish boat.
It's a fish boat. All right, we can agree.
Okay, enough about the fish. There's a city here.
The boat.
Wow.
This looks amazing.
I like how there's all these different districts. We have the classic Asian style buildings, but we have like the more modern. We have skyscrapers. We have crazy architecture. We have industry, the shipping, receiving from overseas, boat house, fish house, what do we want to call this? Interesting Japanese lettering as well. I kind of like that you did that.
Can you
with
read
like
that for me?
Absolutely. Oh ho yo ho yo ho.
Yo.
Yeah, that's what it says. Oh, it says heyo, my
Heyo.
Planet Coaster friends.
That's definitely what it says.
Wow. Yeah, it's cool. I like that. Wow. Holy good googly moogly. Where do you even begin with something like this?
I don't know. Is that a shed?
Spooky trash?
That's where you put a spooky trash can.
You're disqualified.
What? You're undisqualified. You're fine.
You're fine. Oh, little kitchen.
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Miyake. Hi-oh. Oh, this is cool.
Oh, I love the wall of glass there.
I
so you
wish
can
the
see dog.
screens had images. Emily?
Oh, custom image. Yeah.
I don't think that was what it was supposed to have there. Oh, look, it's you.
Yep, it's me.
It's a drum room. Oh, it's me.
Johnny.
Yeah, I think we would just use Heya Sushi, right?
Mm-hmm.
Heya Sushi. There he is. Or do they have an ad for Heya Sushi?
I'm not sure.
But yeah, these are by default not set to anything, which I think was a bit of a mistake on the builder's half. But if I were to pick this as a winner, I would probably... Oh, they don't have World's Fair movies?
Guess not.
Yeah, because you have to just do some random thing. That kind of works. Some crazy stuff happening there.
I love that this is, as he said, the evolution of their culture, and he's hit upon several different aspects. And at one glance from the outside, you can tell that this is Japanese.
Yep, absolutely. So. Yeah. I mean, there's so much going on here in terms of a centerpiece. It looks incredible. But with the walk around, you kind of just go into the shop. The shop actually doesn't have like the wow factor that the other ones have had, but it does feel like something I would, like you could see in real life. It's just a simple little corner shop, but it doesn't have all of the crazy little details and stuff that we've seen from the other creations,
That's true. Did he run out of pieces?
I don't know. Do they have a part count on their workshop?
No, they don't.
I'm assuming this tower uses up a lot of them. Yep, they ran out. They have 50 pieces left, but
I'm sure there was some used for signs for pathing and stuff, so
yeah. So for me, I think it's one of the best Japanese, I would just love to see this in the park personally as a centerpiece. I think it serves its purpose. But then a part of me is also going does it really have that, it's like the sushi shop is this and this alone, and it's a very small part of the overall build, and it doesn't it doesn't take the sushi to the next level. The sushi's not elevated here. It feels added on or an afterthought, I
hate to agree with you.
I could remove that, and I added that in myself, and you wouldn't even know that the sushi's even related here.
That is true. I mean, there's no doubt this is a wow factor. This whole build is wow.
It is, and I would love to see this in the park. I think it just would look so good in the park. Now, in terms of the contest requirements, I'd almost be sad to not see it win because it would look so good in the park. And part of me goes, I don't even care if the sushi's not represented. It just looks, it would look good in the park.
All right, so let's rethink these things. If you scoop back a bit, look out at the front. That front building on the left is kind of in the shape of a fish, right?
Are we pulling at straws here, Chan? Oh, I did see
the boat is obviously a fish. So we're bringing in some more fish here. Come on, guys. What else is a
Well,
fish?
that's why I was saying these custom images, or if they would have done the I don't know if we allowed this, but if they asked, I would have said it. You know how we're letting people make custom TMTK with batches tutorial? I don't mind if people do that, and if they would have asked, I would have allowed it. But if we would have made like some kind of crazy sushi design thing here, turned it into custom TMTK, had it on there, because we don't want to have a bunch of images in the folder that always break. And
True.
But if it's a TMTK, it'll just automatically load.
So what you're saying is if something like this one wins, we would do that? We would incorporate that?
I'm not doing it.
All right, fair enough.
Oh, well, yeah, I hate to go in with like caveats and conditions. At the end of the day, it's up to the community. I think this one stands out from afar. Look, it'd be one of the most awe-inspiring things to see in the park, but when you approach it, you're not necessarily going, this is Heiya Sushi, this is World's Fair Japan, you know what I mean? And this is Mr. Unagi. There's none of those things incorporated.
I'm going to make one more argument for it, is in that we don't have a Japanese area, a dedicated Japanese area. We have this one plot that represents Japan solely, not mixed with any Asian, just this one plot is basically the only Japan plot.
Right,
and
but it's right next to all of Asia. So our little Asia area is Heiya Sushi and Chow combined, but this is kind of taken off to the side on its own little island, which is correct, and it will be more of a decorative environment, like, you know, cherry blossom trees, koi pond, that sort of thing. It's meant to be a little bit more away from the rest of our Chinatown area. But to your point, and I absolutely agree, that because it's on its own, this has a lot more to it, representing all aspects of Japan. It ties them together quite nicely. I agree with that, absolutely. I personally, despite my criticisms, I've always played good cop, bad cop in all of these situations. I still want to see this in the park. It looks so good that I don't care that Mr. Unagi doesn't have as much of a spotlight here. But then, you know, we've seen what other people have done so far, and it feels very sushi to me.
So true. But the boat's a fish.
All right, that's all my thoughts on this. I think we'll leave this one up to the community, but I love it. Obviously.
Amazing.
It's really amazing. It has the wow factor. When I open up this park, it's the first one I go, I want to look at that one.
Yep.
So, whew. All right. We'll see what the community thinks. Moving on. Kayara.
All right. 1 second. This shop skin is inspired by the Rokuon-ji / Kinkaku-ji temple in Kyoto, Japan. For English speakers, Golden Temple. Why didn't I read that first? Which is also located on a little island and was made for the Channel 5 shop contest, Project PlanCo. In contrast to the original, which is barely decorated, I decided to go the way of realism instead of going too extreme, and added a highly detailed typical Japanese garden and a Zen garden around it, containing the characteristic elements, water, rocks, plants, and ornaments, and features asymmetry, enclosure, borrowed scenery, balance, and symbolism. The building has a total of a little under 4K pieces and is my first try to do an Asian-themed blueprint.
Cool. All right. You missed out on me looking around a little bit, but we'll start off by going in the shop because I didn't really poke in there. Again, with the you're the only person that included wasabi. I love wasabi. I can recognize that's a wasabi bowl right away. That's really good. Really well done. I'm tired of looking at these things. You really want to know? You want to do this to me? I
do. Oh my gosh, really? It's that? All right, I know now.
What even is this?
It's from Halloween. It's like a little head in a bag.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Sorry.
And what are the seats made out of? Are we doing this? Oh, Twisty Pops.
We're doing it with everything, Johnny. That looks amazing.
Christmas is canceled.
I do love the attempts, and I say attempts, but I mean the successful attempts at creating these miniature little foods.
Yeah, they've been really great. Yeah, absolutely. This actually gives you the optical illusion that it's wavy. Do you see that? Like, it actually looks like it's
absolutely.
It looks like you blur your eyes just a little bit, and it looks like it actually has peaks, but it's actually in theory flat. Although I don't know if that's worth the lag. Oh wait, they're just Christmas lights, but yeah, they aren't. I guess that's not too bad. I thought they were like pipes or something when I first looked at it. It's only 14 lights. That's not too bad, actually. It's not overly inefficient, but what I don't like is how many boards you placed.
Oh.
We could just use the boarded pathway. That would have worked. How many pieces is that? 139. I guess it's not that bad. I've seen some worse stuff. I think somebody submitted one little Asian bridge, and I ended up having to delete half of it because it was like 700 boards, and I got it down to like 130, and it still looked the same. But yeah, this is really good. I love all the details. This garden work looks phenomenal. Really
And I love
nice.
the little ambient sounds you put in.
Yeah.
So peaceful. Oh.
We haven't heard the music in a while. It's been an awfully quiet episode. We're gonna have to
Should we like drag the speaker along?
Drag the speaker. No, yeah, the foliage work is probably the best that we've seen so far in terms of gardens. And now you said your inspiration was a building that's not very detailed. Why would that inspire you?
It's the Golden Temple.
Yeah, I guess so.
Up this in the Golden Temple.
I just thought it was an interesting way. I wouldn't have said that unless they
a little.
unless they actually commented on it. They're like, "Oh, my inspiration had no detail." But I guess the Golden Temple's something iconic, so I can understand it. It represents the World's Fair Japan, so really good. Loving all the details, loving all the garden work. I think Kayara really knocked it out of the park with her garden work.
What's a little shed on the side? Not a shed, but that's the word I used anyway.
The tea room?
Oh, I'm gonna go hang out there. Bye, guys.
Bye now. Oh, it's like one of those little rock stacks. That's fun. Yeah, really good job.
Yep, wonderful. I like this one.
Yep, beautiful job, Kayara. Oh my god, it is time for Sushi Ball by McArse.
Oh my gosh. That is amazing.
Yeah, that's the winner. Ending the video. Christmas is back on.
I mean, and if this one does not win, we will copy paste this figure and put it on top of a roof over yonder.
We'll put it somewhere. What is this? Oh, it's a
Is it wasabi?
wasabi ball. He's just eating the wasabi and blowing fire. It's like, that's totally me right there.
Oh, yeah, that is you in the soup, by the way. You were the inspiration.
All right, go ahead, champ.
Okay. And this is approximately 2,700 pieces.
Wow.
It looks like way more. Okay. In rural Japan, there exists the fishing village of Heya. Aw, I'm already excited. Famous for its freshly caught sushi. Unfortunately for them, the lake which sustains them also harbors a deadly secret. The ancient and malevolent spirit of Onigiri, nicknamed Mr. Unagi, who attacks the village and destroys wantonly when the moon is full. The villagers have become sick of this and secretly spiked the wasabi with extra heat.
Wow.
Onigiri probably, will have a shock when next he surfaces. Built for the Channel 5 Gaming Project PlanCo contest, this Heya Sushi restaurant is themed as a traditional Japanese lord's manor house with a delicate interior including a restroom and situated in an ancient Japanese fishing village, complete with extra services around the perimeter to encourage guests to circulate the entire area. Here we go.
Good googly moogly.
This is
made out of ice cream scoops.
The texture on this little figurine is amazing, and the coloring is really well done.
And the expression is great.
Priceless. Straight off the bat, I really appreciate that you embrace the character that I created.
I do that all the time with like I've recreated most of the PlanCo characters in the Frontier made. So I love doing basic shape little, well, I guess he's not little, but I like making basic shape renditions of the characters in PlanCo. And now that this character is an official PlanCo mascot, you've brought him to life even more. I hope to see that more throughout this contest, or at least the future contests, because yeah, it's really, really cool.
Now, one of the requirements was to have the TMTK a 7 meter on the
somewhere on the outside. Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is. I was going to say, we can excuse that because he recreated it.
Yeah, but I
there
mean,
he
if
is.
you would have had it here, I think it's too much the same. It's like, there he is and there he is. So I can understand. I actually agree with the placement there and using the simplified version one here.
Oh yeah, no, I like the contrast
I
here.
do not. I don't
a-
like how you didn't make any metal bars to hold up your sign. That was driving me absolutely hey.
Ooh,
So
don't look at it, Johnny.
I would have put like a metal bar in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just something holding it all together. I don't like floating stuff. Breaks my immersion. This
gorgeous.
fishing village is really cool. Now, something janky's going on. Obviously, it's not set up properly. But I think our creator just plopped it down and put some land in there. So I think it will fit properly to the actual land when it's measured into the park. But yeah, really cool builds here.
I still can't believe this isn't closer to 4K.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. It's a whole village.
Wow.
It's fun to explore. Let's go on inside. Ooh. Very floral.
And private but open. I love that.
Hey, it's lacking the little details that the other places have, but now I've come to expect it.
Yeah, it is lacking in terms of like the little sushis, but there, you know, there's plates and seats and things, so it's not completely bare.
Yeah, I would like to see a little kitchen or something too. It has an upstairs. What's going on
Ooh.
up here? Just for show. From the exterior. It's nice. I mean, if this doesn't win, I want to find a reason to, like, even if we have to like have him like drowning in the lake off to the side.
Oh no, do not drown him. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess he is a...
Or we could have him like hiding in a bush, you know? Oh!
That's kind of cute.
we could have him. We'll get Batch to like bury him in a bush somewhere, behind the Heya Sushi, just sitting on the lake there. So whoever, if he doesn't win, I think the character wins.
The character is such a winner.
No matter what, we gotta fit this guy in.
And I'll be honest with you, Johnny. For me, so far, I think perhaps this is the one to beat. I actually really, really, really like this one. I like your color choices, the foliage, and the sound around it, and it screams Japan and sushi.
I really like
me very happy.
I like the pink and blue font here too. Other than the fact that it's floating, which I would ask them to update that. Obviously, this was my favorite pick, just looking at it, because I'm very animated. I love these character recreations, so I'm right there with you in terms of the one to beat. Now, yeah, I do wish the actual building itself was a bit bigger with more of that interior polish that we've seen from the previous ones. And I think that would be the one defining thing where I'm like, okay, this is a clear winner to me. Because there's so much going on here and you can kind of explore a whole little village. And I would have liked to see a little bit more of that floral. Like maybe you could have squeezed in a koi pond or some of that sand work that other people have done. I think just a few of those other elements that we've seen from the other creators, if they were incorporated here because they has the part count to do so, then it would be an undeniable winner for me.
Yeah, I think that's completely fair.
Yeah, but it is not quite at 100% yet, in my opinion. So,
but it's fantastic.
It's still up to debate. You know, the community, you'll never know, and it's quite surprising sometimes, you know, where the votes go and how close things are and how spread the people's opinions are. So we'll just have to wait and see. I'm really curious, but this contest is gonna be hard because there's so many of these that I personally feel like I would love to see them in the park, and the fact that we only get to put one in makes me kind of sad.
Yeah, I agree.
But we get to look at them all here today, so enjoy the moment. All right, great job, McArse. Love the character.
Love it.
Yeah, he wins no matter what. This is going in the park. All right, is this the last one? It's the last one. What do we have here? CoolBeans McGee.
All right, Cool Beans. Welcome to Mr. Inagi's Red
Chad.
Dragon Sushi. I hesitated. Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
It's like a poodle, big-headed poodle.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a little puppy dragon.
What kind of puppies do you have in Canada, Johnny? I'm concerned.
It's a puppy dragon.
Puppy dragon. Welcome to Mr. Inagi's Red Dragon Sushi, a luscious and zen-like area for all your sushi needs. The locals love it, the tourists love it, and I think you'll love it too. Complete with a sushi shop and a vending machine. Workable pathing, yada yada yada. I had a lot of fun with this one, so I hope you all enjoy it. And if you do, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment, good or bad. Make sure it's good. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, I leave you alone for 2 seconds, Johnny.
Don't mind me. He's
Don't
riding
mind
the
me.
dragon. Come on.
Oh
Don't
my
tell me that
God.
is not amazing.
This is what Johnny does to his dogs up in Canada. He rides the dogs.
I put sushi on
Oh
the
my
dog.
gosh. Sushi.
Come on, that just
That's hilarious. That is funny.
I approve. This is the winner. Let's just take a couple of these towers from this over here, throw that in there. You know,
we're all winners. Let's just incorporate a little everything.
I mean, this is
That'd be amazing.
This is actually kind of working out because that doesn't work. But yeah, we're getting somewhere. Can we do a montage, combine them all together?
You're all winners.
This
all
is
first place.
It's kind of cool.
It's hilarious.
I'm sad to see that stuff go. But this dragon's amazing.
It is.
I really like it. The way you kind of like chiseled the eyebrows, and it's very clean. It doesn't look, you know, when you do basic shape art, it gets very like blobby and stuff. The actual line work actually kind of is the defining features that you would normally see in, you know, these parts of the face. And it seems like intentional, but also like a happy accident. It just gives it a lot of definition. I love it. It's really
it's
cool.
a really well thought out build for the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And this is our first and only dragon for Japan.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I was saying that Kayara was the one beat. This garden is insanity. It is. This is such a good garden. This is the best garden now, in my opinion. I mean, there might have been a couple we looked at yesterday, but I forgot. Sorry, yesterday, people. Yeah, this is really
the fountain.
crazy. Oh, water wheel built in there, a dragon barfing on it. It's just really good stuff.
It immediately pulls you in and takes you out
lonely little
of...
chant. I go sit beside you. Hi.
Give me a friend. Hi. Thank you for being my friend. Hiya, sushi.
Thank you for being a friend. No, this is amazing.
And don't forget, we're gonna have to go look at everything at night.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's so cool. The waiter actually has like a little plate there. That's so neat. I love that. That's very creative. He looks like a waiter.
I'm glad that he put in some animatronics.
Yeah, and now I definitely think whoever wins, I'm gonna have to update their stuff with animatronics, unless this wins. Hey, look at that! They have little curtains down below and everything.
I like that a lot. And if you notice, the ground in there is kind of like it's dirt, and then over in the corner, keep going straight. That's a big giant rake for the dirt in here.
Nice one. Oh, yeah. There's certain elements like that, that I wish some of the other, like I said with the last one that you really loved, that I also love. I wish some of that, the sand and the koi ponds and this garden work was incorporated there to that fishing village. There's so many elements that people have thought of then, but nobody's really quite done all of it, right? And I want to almost like combine all the best of the best, but that's not how this is going. It's making me sad, but I mean, they're all so good. But there's so many reasons I like about all of them. Makes it really difficult.
The garden in this one is really, really immersive and gorgeous and multi-tiered. That's what I really like about this garden.
Yeah, the complexities of the garden are just unreal. And I love the inclusion of a character
with sushi feet.
Yeah, I'm trying to... It's like if you could take this character riding that dragon, and then have that wrapping around this city, and then build all of the gardens around somewhere here, and have a super intricate detailed... Can we just move this up to like 12K, and then combine all of the blueprints?
Just fill in the lake.
What makes
and
this...
then put in all these.
I think you did an amazing job, by the way, CoolBeans McGee. I'm already kind of moving on to my final thoughts, so I didn't mean to do that. If you have anything to add here, Chant?
Wow. The details here, I love. The garden is spectacular. I'm with Johnny. This is probably the best garden. And that's saying something, because a lot of them were amazing.
I mean, gardens is a very thing that Japanese people take with a lot of pride, and to be the best of the garden works is impressive to me.
Yep. I think you hit the main points here. I see sushi, I see Japan, and I see beautiful. This is a wonderful build. build.
Yeah, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Okay, I'm clipping this in. I don't know where I'm clipping it in, but we're clipping it in because we forgot the nighttime lighting after we finished the video. So we're hopping in. We're going to do a quick brush over on the nighttime lighting just to give everybody a look. Maybe it affects your decision, your vote, but I don't think it should as much. Nighttime lighting is just an accent. Very good job on the nighttime lighting here at Rocket Riot. And then we got this one over here, AbiReifinger. Hey, Abby, you toned down your lighting. I'm very proud of you. I can stop making fun of her. In fact, Unagi's the one that's standing out as too bright now. I'm gonna look into fixing this. See what I can do. It's too bright. It's way too bright.
Yeah, he is.
I'm gonna talk to Batch about fixing this, and it might take some work, but I'm here to help. It's bothering me enough to the point where I have to do it. So
This one has really good lighting.
yeah,
Very good balance.
Also very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys have all nailed it. A little subtle. Yeah, these guys are just so bright it hurts. I'm gonna fix that.
We can't yell at anybody yet for their lighting.
Yeah. I mean, some of the other characters aren't as bad. It's mainly because he's a white ball, but I think some of the other characters could be toned down a little bit too. I mean, Batch did say he was okay with doing an unlit one, so maybe that's just the solution right there. We just make
And then have our own lighting.
we just make the unlit ones. And
It's
maybe
not a bad solution.
yeah, instead of me making emissive maps for all of them. But I think I would like to try it out. This is really cool.
Yeah, it is.
Very subtle, very soft, very nice. Oh, look at that. He lights up like a little expo ball. I love it.
I like all the little lanterns.
I would have loved to see these letters glow for some reason. They look so vibrant at daytime that they almost look like they're neon. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But that could have been tricky to pull off. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna fix Unagi. It's driving me absolutely bananas. Now I would have been happy to skip the nighttime lighting because now my OCD is killing me with this bright ball. My God, that needs to be fixed.
I wish this one was a little lighter.
I think it's fine. It's just the little sushi balls making it look like it's not. Jesus Christ, look at that thing. Yeah, we got some fixing to do. Don't worry. Future Johnny will take care of it, I hope. All right, that's all a pretty good nighttime lighting. So there's a look at it. Back to the video wherever we were talking about last. Bye now.
I know.
Now, in terms of judging, you guys judging this, you know, picking your winner, do you judge it by what looks like the best centerpiece, or do you judge it by, like, this is what I said at the top of the contest, is that, you know, we should be taking all the elements into consideration. What is the best use of the World's Fair DLC? What is the best use of Mr. Unagi, our character, that we've brought into life from the Hey Ya Sushi Ball? Sushi Ball, Sushi, Japan, and PlanCo-fied, but also a wow factor as a centerpiece is our kind of the main, like, that is what the contest is a centerpiece contest that incorporates those three elements all together cohesively. And if you guys are putting me in a tough spot because I like all of them for different reasons, and you know, while we were going about and like ranting and raving about all the little details on the insides of some of these builds, the little tiny sushis and stuff, that is not something you see as a wow factor until you go deeper. But as a park spotlight, it makes exploring these areas that much more rewarding and interesting. And while I do think it's important, it also is, you know, out of sight, out of mind. So I don't know if the people that did the best interiors, if that should weigh heavily on the decision or not. Yet I love it, right?
Yep.
And I feel like
I agree.
I feel like the winner should have a really good interior. But like I said, out of sight, out of mind. The winner should also be the best wow factor from the outside and also the best incorporation of Japan in both sushi. So that brings us to our final thoughts. Oh boy. I'm going to let you pick first again. Ladies first.
Again? Oh no.
Yeah. What is your favorite and why? And I mean, I think you're picking this one, right?
I mean, I'm actually stuck between that one and one other one.
Which other one?
The very first one. This one to me was really, really memorable and a striking centerpiece.
You remember it from yesterday.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's between this one and that one. I don't really know which one to pick. Do I have to?
Yep.
Fine, I picked the character.
Okay. Well, if I would have picked first, I probably would have picked this, and it would have made it easier on you.
I mean, I feel like I've been bribed to pick this because, you know,
you drew the character.
I recreated, you know, PlanCo's character, and you recreated my character, and it's just a really delightful chain of creation that I can't resist it. And not to mention, I really love your entire build here. So
I love this build, and what I would have loved to see, or like, I mean, this is something we can get Batch to do if this wins. We'll get like, we'll put some Asian boats and stuff like sailing around the outside and add to this. Like we can have a boat hanging off the dock of some of these buildings, so a boat coming in to add shipping here. So these are little details we can add in after to any of the winners. So just depending on how it fits. This just so happens to be on an island and it's a fishing village, which kind of makes sense and I like it. However, I would have loved to see a little bit more of this garden work throughout and pushed to the wow factor that we have over here. And then I would have loved to see some of that interior detail that we've seen from the other ones. So for me, it's not quite at 100%, but it is winning me over in terms of it would be one of my top 3 favorites because of the characteristics, the personality, hitting on those, hey, I know this is a sushi place. I know it's Japan. I take one look at it and it's a great centerpiece. Now, there are some things I would fix with the floating sign and I would dress it up a bit. Maybe whatever ultimately wins, we'll give the creators an opportunity to take some of that feedback and update their build before I place it. That would be fair, right?
And remember, like that one had 1,000 pieces before it hit 4K. So there's definitely room for adjustments.
But so if we're gonna go, so now I have to pick between my personal 2 favorites. And
drum roll.
Oh.
All right, Johnny.
Can I pick 2?
No, I couldn't pick 2. You can't pick 2. Not allowed.
We need to get Zephyr in here so someone can pick my second favorite. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this for the wow factor.
Yep.
I was really going for CoolBeans McGee. If you were wondering, that was my Hamin and Hein. The last one we saw, because the garden work was so good. And I do think CoolBeans McGee has you done on the details and the Heiya Sushi aspect. As my critiques said earlier, I feel like Heiya Sushi is almost an afterthought. If we deleted that, we would have no idea that this is a sushi place. But it does, as to Chant's previous point, defending it, playing devil's advocate, this is the best, like, this feels like Japan. And the whole, like, this is all we have for Japan. And well, we do have a whole Chinatown that represents all of like kind of Asia, right? And it has like this big giant Asian area where we have Japan and China. And like it's very hard to tell the difference between Japanese builds and Chinese builds for the average person. I can't really tell the differences too clearly. If you show me a building of a Japanese building and a Chinese building, I don't know if I'd be able to tell the difference. It's like Coke and Pepsi to me. They're very, very similar, but I could barely tell the difference. Does that make sense? So, but Japan is kind of integrated off to the side. And I feel like as a Project PlanCo city, and this being like we have so many crazy city builds and towers and stuff, I think this goes placed in there, like coming into the park, seeing something like that has a big draw, has a big wow factor. Now, is it too big? This might be the tallest building in the entire park, maybe even taller than... I have to see what this looks like in the park. It might be as tall as King Coaster himself, and it actually, all of my praise aside, I might put this in the park and it actually might end up being a sore thumb. You know what I mean? It might stand out too much. It might have too much of a wow factor. It might just be over the top. So, you know, that is the downside of not placing them into the park one by one. But the park, in theory, you guys don't know this, but the park is, the area of the park is at 100% complete. So it would be, I'd be spoiling everything by showing you guys what it looks like in the park. And I think the reward of winning is seeing it go into the final park. So we want to save that moment for later. But yeah, I love everything about this build. There's so much going on in terms of a centerpiece, and also represents Japan. Now, I don't know if it represents World's Fair, like the Planet Coaster pieces. It has that little bit here, so it is incorporated. But a lot of these pieces come from the modern and standard PlanCo pieces that aren't DLC. So does
I think that it's okay that the majority of it's not those pieces, but that he does have a few of them is important and good, and you can see them there very clearly.
Right. Yeah. So
I don't think it's a bad thing.
But with these, and we point like what we like and what we don't like as we're doing this to, you know, we don't want to sway your decisions too much, but we want you guys to think about what you're voting for and why. And, you know, I'm not trying to dissuade your decision or sway your decision in any way, but just rather give you something to think about. Who gets your vote and why? And what best represents Heiya Sushi, World's Fair Japan, and Mr. Unagi the best. And I feel like this is one of the, it's certainly harder than the last one we did with Seppi. I feel like I like something about all of these for you know, for their own reasons. And I agree, like this one just stands out probably the heavily to me as like a Japanese sushi restaurant. And I can see why you really like that one. And it looks like a great centerpiece. So like they're all doing something really interesting. I love the chubby boathouse here. You know, you guys all did something really cool. And I think this is going to be probably, we'll see. We have yet to go check out the other two brackets, but you know, this is going to be a hard one to vote on. So we'll see what the community ultimately decides is the best. And maybe we'll give people an opportunity to update a few things before we place it in the park. Cool. All right, any final thoughts? Do you agree with everything I just ranted about there? Or
of course, I wouldn't dare disagree, Johnny.
You get punished.
I'll get fired. I mean, I don't think I'm hired, but I'd get fired. One thing I wanted to say about this, the Japanese group here, when I considered which build I wanted to take on, Japanese was the first one I considered. And I, you know, did some brainstorming, did some research on what kind of Japanese build I would build. And in the end, I'm very glad that I didn't, because I don't think whatever I created could have been as good as a lot of these builds here. So I just have to give you guys a lot of credit for your creativity and the work that you put into this. They really are spectacular and special, and everybody who submitted should be very proud of their work.
I agree. And to add to what you just said there, if I would have approached Japanese, I kind of had the mindset that everyone was just going to do like a little pagoda build or something. And I would have boxed myself into thinking that's all that you can do. And while some of the builds have that, they're like layered into many, many other things, as you can see here, and incorporated and mixed with all these other cool Japanese themed gardens and like the sand things that we saw from like, you know, the sand raking on some of these, and lots of interesting little things that it's much more than just a pagoda building. And I think I would have made something personally myself generic, and I think everybody here found a way to represent that and elaborate on it and take it one step further. And yeah, that's definitely impressive to me, because no two builds look the same. And it really shows the diversity of the World's Fair Japan pack. So you also give props to Frontier for making such a, you know, versatile kit for people to build with.
Absolutely.
All right, so it's in the community's hands now. What is your favorite and why? Let us know down in the comments. I think this is a bit of a nail biter bracket, and I'm going to be looking at the votes going up and down closely, because I'm super curious. At this point, even though me and you picked our favorites, I also think there's some other ones that are very, very close. And
certainly,
I think there's going to be a tie for first. It's like a 4 or 5 way tie like we've seen in the past. So have fun voting, everybody. That's going to wrap it up for Mr. Unagi and World's Fair Japan. And we'll see you all in the next one. I think we're going over to Italy now.
We just did Italy.
France. Bye now.
Bye.